What's up guys, back with another video, and today we have a 2021 Roush Sport F-150 that we're going to be taking a look at. If you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and smash that notification bell, and we'll get right into it. All right guys, so we're just going to hop right into it. So to start, front of this thing looks super aggressive. I love how it looks. You've got this nice Roush front grille. You've got the nice LEDs on there. Got some LED fog lights as well. Some hooks up front for if you need to get towed, say you're out mudding, get stuck, anything like that, get pulled out. It's got these nice decals on the hood. It's a nice aggressive hood on there as well. Then you've got a Roush banner up on top of the car, so that looks super sick. Come around to the side. Got some nice wheels on there. Got the Roush logo as well. Some nice, pretty beefy tires on it. You got the F-150 there with the Roush emblem as well, and the XLT package. Got some nice black fender flares on there, and the Roush badging on the side as well. And you've got some mirrors with the LED signal light in it. And these are manual folding, so they do fold in, but you have to do it manually. And then you can actually see the camera right there for some of your lane assist features and things like that. Overall, I think this thing looks super nice. F-150s look good as it is, but with the extra touch that Roush put on there, it's super nice. Got a black American flag on the back there. Then you've got another Roush emblem on the back, so super nice. You got the F-150 in the on the tailgate, super clean. You got some extra lighting right here. Say you were working on something and you need some extra light, that comes on automatically, which I believe it also functions as light for the camera. This is a normal sized bed here, but I don't really know the specs of that. Got a nice single exit exhaust, but it's got dual tips, so it does sound super nice. This does have the 5-liter V8, so it sounds pretty nice. We'll go ahead and give you a few revs here in a minute. And you got the Jack Roush signature on the back there as well. You got your little rear opening for your back window. So as you can see from that little sound clip, this thing sounds amazing. Roush definitely did a good job. So I'll go ahead and open up the hood so you guys can see what's going on under there. So here's what we got under the hood. The battery is super accessible. Got all the fun stuff going on up here. Pretty big air box. I'm sure there's some kind of aftermarket air box for that so you can get some more air flowing through here. But other than that, it looks fairly simple to work on, besides the fact that the truck is up pretty high. Not too much to see under here, but it does look super good. So we've got the window sticker here. You can see all the features here. So you've got the daytime running lamps, easy fuel capless filler, fog lamps, fully boxed steel frame, auto high beam like I was saying. Then you got the auto headlamps as well. So the headlights will automatically turn on when it gets dark. You've got the manual fold power mirrors, got the pickup box tie down hooks, power tailgate lock, rear privacy glass, and trailer sway control. So if you plan on hauling a lot with this thing, then it's got a few extra features to make sure your load arrives with no issues. And in the interior, you got the one-touch up and down windows. You got 60/40 fold-up rear bench, so you can actually fold the seats up for extra storage back there. You got power door lock, visor mirrors, got illuminated entry, so a light comes out when you open the door. You got pretty much all the heads-up display stuff. You got some power outlets, 12-volt power outlets. You've got the tilt sunroof up top as well, and you've also got a nice panoramic roof, so I'll show you that in a minute. It's got all these other functions here as well. I'm not going to read all of those, but you can pause it if you want to see those. And then here's all the safety features and whatnot. So this is what the truck starts out as before you go and put the Roush kit on there and all that fun stuff. So this thing definitely, I think this is around $86,000 to drive off the lot, which is pretty crazy, but for what you're getting, I think that's probably a pretty good deal. And then here we got some extra features if you want to pause and read that. And then here's all of the power specs and whatnot. So it does have the 5-liter V8 engine. It's got some electric lock rear axles, front license plate bracket. So this started out as a 2021 Ford F-150 4x4 crew cab. It's got a 145-inch wheelbase. It's got the 5-liter V8, and it's got the 10-speed gearbox. So that's super nice to have. This comes in the Oxford white and the black Sport 40 console, whatever that means. But yeah, Roush definitely made this thing look super nice. So the interior, the seats, everything has been touched. Everything is super nice. All right, so we've seen under the engine, we've heard how it sounds, and we've seen the outside of the car. So let's go ahead and hop inside and see what we got going on in there. So off the bat, as soon as you open the door, you realize this isn't just a regular F-150. You've got the Roush badging right there, and these super nice hexagon pattern seats. Got the Roush on the headrest. So yeah, this is definitely, I love how this looks. Super nice spec. They definitely knew what they were doing with this. Then you've got the Roush weather mats. This is daily driven right now, so a little bit of dirt down there, but don't mind that. Got this super nice trim here. I believe this is plastic, as well as this. I don't really know what this is, but looks nice. Got a cool little design on it. Got all 4 of your window buttons right here. Got your mirror adjustments and whatnot, and you can put the child lock right there. And you got the power lock and unlock for your doors. Then over here, you got all your light settings, so you can turn on your fog lights right there. You've got the basically turning your lights off, just your daytime or your parking lights, and your auto lights. And you've got just turning the high beams directly on. And then you can adjust the brightness of the display. Here's some stuff for towing, I believe. And I think this is turning on the LEDs on the mirrors. Not sure what this does. I'm not gonna pull it though. So right here, as you can see, it's got a pretty nice display. Got 120 on the speedo, and all these lights are just on because I don't actually have the truck on. Some nice red accents around the speedometer and the odometer. You've got all your controls up here, engine heat, all that kind of fun stuff. All right, so if you look in the middle of the truck, we've got a pretty big screen here. It looks super nice. You've got all your typical settings. So you've got your audio for your music. You got the phone button, so you can call, you can add your phone, do all that kind of fun stuff. Got your navigation, you can pull up your GPS. Pretty nice looking screen. Got your favorites, then any apps that you could have on here, settings, and then any kind of features that you want to mess with and tamper with. So you got your driver's assist and all that kind of fun stuff. But I'm sure this is just typical Ford stuff right here. Up here, you can turn off the auto stop start. There's your parking cameras, you can turn those on or off. And then there's your traction control, you can turn that off as well. Got your hazard button, got some pretty nice looking AC vents. And then down here, you've got your essentially drive modes. So you got your 2-wheel drive, your 4-wheel high, your 4-low. And then if you twist this, you look at the screen. Right now we're in normal. Can't really see that too well. You switch it over. You got tow and haul mode. You got your eco mode, and you got sport mode, which definitely wakes this thing up a bit. If you go the other way, you got slippery for if it's like icy or snowy. It's putting 4-wheel drive on. You've got deep snow and sand, and then you've got mud and ruts. So there's quite a bit of settings for this thing. And I'm sure you can drive this in just about any kind of weather. And over here, I already showed you most of this stuff, but everything is lit up now. Looks pretty nice. Got your vent here. Then on the driver's side, you've got the Roush badging on the dash, just in case people forget what they're in. Then right here, you've got a 12-volt adapter. And then right here, you can plug in an actual power cable, so a charger, lights, anything like that. Then you got all your dual climate control stuff down here. You can turn the fan up, turn the temperature up, all that kind of fun stuff. And then here's all your music controls as well. I will say this does have a pretty nice shifter on it. Got park reverse, all that normal stuff. And then you got manual mode. So when you do shift it in the manual mode, you can shift up and down with these plus and minus buttons on the side of the gear shifter. Got a couple of nice cup holders right here, and then a little storage thing. And then the passenger seat is about the same. It's got the hexagon pattern stitching on it, and then the Roush on the back of the seat. Then down here, you've got some USB and USB-C ports. That way you can plug your stuff in and charge it. So that's one thing I will say about Ford. They definitely have been able to keep up with the time. So they got USB-C ports in most of their new cars, USB, all that kind of fun stuff. The German cars that I normally review are still kind of a little bit behind. I think the newer ones probably have USB-C, but some of them are, like the 2016s and things like that, are still a little bit dated. So I will say that Ford does do a good job of keeping up with the times and changing pretty rapidly. Got a nice little sunset right there. But back inside the car, we've got a nice panoramic roof, goes all the way to the back seat. Up here, you've got all your settings for that, so you can open it, close it, put the tilt up. You've got nice little lights up here that you can turn on, pretty bright, little LEDs. Go ahead and hop in the back here. We've got nice little door, same trim as up front. Got a cup holder down here. Looks like it's got Bang & Olufsen sound, so that's pretty nice. Same stitching on these rear seats. And there is a seat back there because the person who has this has a child. So, so this is a 5-seater. Back here, you've got quite a bit of space, as with typically any crew cab modern day truck. Nice vents back here. Got another 12-volt adapter right here. And then down here a little bit lower, you got another USB-C and another USB port. And then another plug-in for any kind of accessory you could use. Got some more cup holders right there. That's pretty much all for the back seat. So it is a truck. There's not a whole lot to see in here, but it does look really nice. stand back a little bit so you can see everything. And then if you were to purchase one of these, you get this nice little Roush hat. Looks pretty cool. So with that being said, I believe I've showed you pretty much everything outside, all the interior features. I showed you everything on the sticker, so you can see all the features if you want to see those. So I think the next thing to do is to take this thing for a drive and show you what it can do. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and put this thing into sport mode. So we're gonna put her in neutral. Then we'll switch her over. Put her in sport. So we're gonna go ahead and give you guys a little launch, and then we'll get on the highway and see how quick it can get up. Oops, still in neutral. It definitely gets a lot torquier, so you notice that it opens up a little bit, which is quite nice. You can definitely feel when this thing goes into sport mode. Give you a little. Yeah, this thing's ready to go. It's pretty crazy for a truck, so it can tow haul, and then if you really want to, you can show some little Mustangs what's up. So we'll go ahead and give you guys a little launch after we pass this light. So I don't know how much of a launch we're gonna be able to get, but we're gonna try anyway. Yeah, it definitely gets up and goes. Not gonna push it too hard because we're on a main street right now, but it launches pretty well. Definitely spun the tires a little bit there, but all fun and games. And then we'll go ahead and turn around here and get on the highway and show you how quickly we can accelerate. Sounds really good. Just cruising around. This thing is pretty rough in sport, so if you want a smoother ride, you can always kick it back to normal and then it'll smooth out. It's got a lot more dampening and whatnot. Other than that, you don't get too much road noise in here. You just really got a lot of exhaust, which I don't know who's complaining about that. We'll go ahead and get on the highway here and give you guys a little pull. Or I guess just a pull to get on the highway. See, that's real quick. I don't want to push it too much, but yeah, this thing gets up and goes. It's got that 10-speed automatic shifter, so it's just pretty quick. Stays within the power band, so it's just pretty linear. I have no complaints. I'm gonna go ahead and get back off the highway and stay out of trouble. Yeah, with that 10-speed gearbox, you barely have to get on the gas, and it gets you in the perfect gear to get the best performance and shoots you off like a rocket ship. So I will say it's not like it doesn't have just breakneck speed, but it's very, very quick, especially for when you think about how fast the truck typically is. Definitely a very fast truck. And yeah, Raptor or whatever, the 3.5 EcoBoost engine could be faster, but I mean, when you can hear this, why would you pick that over this? So this is roughly comparable to the Raptor. I think they're probably about around the same price range. Me personally, I'm picking this over a Raptor any day. So when you're in sport, this might just be all the time, but it shows you what gear you're in. So it's got 1 through 10 right there, and you can basically optimize what gear you're in. So I guess if you're manually shifting, you kind of know, but it's got 1 through 10 right there, and that's pretty cool. You can see all 10 gears. So this car also has this thing called zone lighting. Don't really know exactly what it does, but I know it turns on.
Allows you to turn groups of exterior lights on and off if vehicle is stationary. Lights stay on despite zone lighting setting if they are turned on by a physical switch or button.
Nice. So you can click on all zones and it turns on. You can see the front ones lit up there. Can't really see the side ones from the mirrors, so I'm not too sure. But go ahead and turn that off. And then this thing also has a safe in it. So it's got a padlocked safe for whatever you need to put in there. Probably, if you got one of these, you probably got a couple hundreds on you. So you can lock those up. It's got quite a bit of space in there. Looks like you could probably fit your pistol in there and some other stuff. But yeah, it's got a safe in the truck. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Got another Roush badge there, and it's got a key in there that you can turn, and then it locks that back up. But it's got a pretty big dash here, the cup holders that I showed you. All right, guys, so this has been my review of the 2021 Roush Sport F-150. Be sure to let me know what you think of it in the comments below, if you'd buy one, or if you'd go for a Raptor or some other form of the F-150. But with that being said, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and smash that notification bell, and I will see you in the next one.